Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy MKS here, back with the fourth and final part of my bucket list and general goals for the future, plans for life and things like that. I just went online and I've noticed for some reason Facebook have they've terminated my account. I can't remember what term they used, but they give me a right to appeal. But for some reason they decided to terminate my account or something for a while, or something like that, and suspend out or whatever it is. And I don't know why. They haven't even given me a reason why. They've asked for a new picture, even though I've used the same picture for 5 to 10 years, probably even. Well, probably aged a little bit since then, but I don't know why they've done that. But I don't know if someone's reported me if they got offended by something, or it's because I made too many videos, or spent too long online, or sent too many messages, or whatever. Or even because I reported other posts which were like spam posts or scam posts. So for some reason they've penalised me for it or something. But anyway, hopefully it's their loss, because I'm a regular user of the internet, as you can probably tell. But yeah, hopefully it's their loss, and they'll find that treating their customers that way is not such a good thing. But anyway, back to the topic of the video, talking about goals and goal setting and things like that. I got back into the gym after, I think, probably a couple of weeks off. I normally only go about once or twice a week now. I'm trying to up my amounts. I go, I'd say, generally speaking, at least once a week now. But anyway, I went for a walk, which was probably about half an hour, to like a social group or whatever, where we have food and drinks and play bingo and stuff like that. I never thought I'd like bingo, but it's all right, I suppose. Anyway, and then I walked back, and then on the way back, I went to the gym. So I've walked for probably at least about an hour, probably just over it, actually. And I'd done about 30 minutes to 40 minutes in the gym. So not too bad in terms of trying to lose weight and get fit again and that kind of thing. But anyway, on to the topic of the video. I hope you enjoy it. As I say, this is the fourth and final part. I normally make it on both Facebook and YouTube, but I suppose one advantage is I can focus just on YouTube at the moment, because as I say, for some reason my account has been at least temporarily suspended or whatever, terminated or whatnot. And I'll have to find a way to upload a picture or whatever if I want to use Facebook again to keep in touch with people, which I do. But hopefully it'll be their loss, and they'll think we've lost quite a valid customer who uses our service for a lot. But anyway, here goes. So these are ideas or points or pointers, number 31 to 40. I do often worry if I offend people somehow. I don't know why, but why anyone would be offended by what I say and my opinions. I do stress they are opinions, or if I just bore people or whatever, I do get conscious about that. But as I say, if people don't like my content, that's fair enough. But I hope at least some people out there will enjoy it, and it will brighten people's day and make people think about helping each other and that kind of thing. But I'm going to stop waffling, and here goes. So number 31, as soon as possible. Really, I haven't really thought of a date for such, but maybe August, which is my birth month. If I can do it before then, especially to make up for lost time, considering I wanted to do so many years ago, at least probably 1 or 2 years ago. I would love to put together a neurodivergent group of people, so people with dyslexia, ADHD, autism, dyspraxia, and related conditions, to showcase what we can do and our strengths and things like that, host conferences and events and that kind of thing, basically to showcase what we can do for things like football, Italian football, especially Celtic as well, libertarianism, supporting former colonies, emerging market economies and that kind of thing, helping economies to grow, and what we can do with our out-of-box thinking and that kind of thing. So I'd love to put that group together and travel, especially, I'd say, to Italy, to share ideas about football. Same for to work with Celtic around the world, including in Glasgow itself, where Celtic is based, and to support and to go to former colonies and that kind of thing, emerging market economies and whatnot, to showcase what we can do for them as well. Number 32, similar for Anglo-Indians and other Eurasian groups and mixed race groups generally. I'd love to see us network together. I'd love for us to network together and, again, showcase what we can contribute to the world and to different countries. I would say similar, especially with Eurasians. I'd love to showcase what we can do for Italian football and Celtic and that kind of thing, and also to visit Eurasian groups and like network together, like HAPAS, which is the try and get this right. I think HAPAS is the HAPAS is the Korean version of mixed race, or the Korean word for mixed race. And I think there's a lot of people who are mixed race, part Korean in America, so they use the term Hapa quite a lot. Hafus is the Japanese equivalent, and different Asian nations, I think, have their own names. So obviously in India it's Anglo-Indian, and in Malaysia and Singapore it's Kristangs. So I'd love to visit those groups and work together and see how we can work together, like bring together the Hapa, Hafu, Indo, Kristang and Anglo-Indian groups, and have like there's already the Hapa project, Hafu project, Indo project, that kind of thing. I hope to have an Anglo-Indian version, and a Kristang version. So hopefully we can network together, basically. Number 33, I'd love to support libertarianism as much as I can. As obviously it's one of my 5 causes, which I talk about. And again, maybe seeing what neurodiverse and mixed race people, especially Eurasians or mixed race people generally, can do to contribute to libertarianism, perhaps. Although I don't want to force, which I suppose what libertarianism is about, not forcing anyone to have opinions or to have certain opinions or to do certain things. So I want people to have the choice, but I hope to encourage my fellow mixed race people, much I jokingly call us, and also Eurasians and other, including Eurasians and also neurodiverse people, rather, to support libertarianism, and basically give people as much or as many freedoms as possible. And I hope to promote the libertarian ideology. Number 34, again, I hope we can work together on many different goals. Like I was thinking, like working with FIFA to showcase what we like, to have more representation for mixed race people and neurodiverse people in organizations like FIFA, and even international bodies like the UN and things like that. Like, it'd be great to have more diverse representation even in the EU and things like that. Rather, I've lost my train of thought. Number 35. So yeah, hopefully in the future, I can't remember if I said in the intro what I meant to say, which was, as I often do, like in part 4, I thought I would talk about like what I hope to have achieved in the future if I could look back. So I hope to do these things ASAP. I haven't really thought of specific dates, but I thought if I plan it from the beginning of the year, ideally I would have planned it in December, ready for this year. But I was a bit ill, as I originally mentioned, and I was a bit tired, so I didn't quite manage to plan these things out as well as I would like to before the year. So I'm obviously using January to plan for the rest of the year. Number 36, once again, I hope to look at what we can do to benefit time for all Eurasians, and including Anglo-Indians, Kristangs, Hapas, Hafus, and basically Eurasians generally, Indos and whatnot, from all over the world, including Asia itself. And hopefully we can promote Italian football in Asia as well and all around the world. And number 37, similar for Celtic. Number 38, and also bringing Italian football and Celtic together. On the way back, when I was walking back from this social group that I was at, I thought of a few ideas, but since then they've sort of slipped out of my mind. I'm trying to stay organized and focused, so that when I come back from the gym, when I get back home, I would have those ideas to discuss. Number 39, I hope to make or create meaningful work. As I mentioned recently, I'd love to be able to write when and wherever possible, and know that when I write that stuff, only I or those who I choose to see will be able to see it. And again, I know I mentioned recently, but I would love to like reward anyone who helps me with my writing and projects and plans and things like that. So if Muslims or mosques or Muslim organizations, associations and whatnot help me to write a certain notebook, I would share, let's say, a Quran to say thank you. And the same for Christian organizations, churches and whatnot. I hope to make that deal as fair as possible. So basically to return the favor, which I hope will be an incentive for people to support people and even organizations to support my works or plans and things like that. And even for each line I get to write, I would share, like, again, if Muslims or mosques, Muslim organizations or whatever help me to write a certain amount of lines. After each line I get to write off my own ideas or whatever. So for instance, in Blue Notebooks for Italian football, I suppose I'm asking for a fair amount. I'm asking for like them to give me a room and maybe even things to write on, and maybe even like Blue Notebooks and things like that, and maybe even and to distribute the stuff, because I have no distribution networks or ways to distribute, basically is what I mean. But if they do that, then they could always say share a Quran or a Bible or whatever it is, depending on the individual organization. So that's my way to say thank you, although I know I'm asking for a fair amount. But I mean, I suppose the argument they could make is, why wouldn't they just do that themselves? Like, why wouldn't they just share a Quran or a Bible, and that kind of thing? But it's a specific idea for like, so Blue Notebooks for Italian football. And also to say thank you for doing all those things. I could post verses or things like that, or lines of information basically on Facebook. Well, if I get my account back, and even on YouTube, and make videos about it to say thank you to whoever helps me. So I hope to return the favor of whoever helps my plans, including my writing on paper, typing, YouTubing, and things like that. And number 40. I'll say hopefully I would have loved to achieve these things by the time I was 40, but I didn't quite get around to it. But I'm hoping to do so ASAP. It'd be cool if I could exceed my expectations, although I would love to focus on the dyslexia projects in October, Dyslexia Awareness Month, as well as on my birth month, which is August, also which comes before then, and neurodiversity in November, and things like that. So, but maybe if I do those things even before that time, making up for lost time, as I wanted to do it so much longer ago, in better English. I hope to do so ASAP. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my mad ideas and stuff like that, and found them interesting. And I hope I can encourage people to support each other, encourage each other, and things like that. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm out. Peace out.